of your family. Take care of your family. I love you. Love your family. Take care of your family.
Hey, let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go, Rev. Where you at, Rev? About to talk to him, Rev. Listen what Boosie say, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had it, man.
What's up, my man?
Man, what up? What it do, man? That was that Boosie, love your family, man. I'm on here with the Rev. This is the first episode of Jody and the Rev podcast, and I'm your boy, aka Getintherejody. Yes, sir. I got the Rev with me, man. It's a podcast, man. Look, man, we've been talking about this for a minute.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, man. Let's make it happen, man. What's up? Let's talk to the people, man.
Man, tell them your locale, man. Where you at, man? Let the people know where you at.
Man, I'm in fucking Manchester, New Hampshire, nigga. Yeah, you damn near gotta be that sounds like a child molester's name, Manchester. You know what I'm saying, man? Look, like 100,000 people in the city, you know what I'm saying, 3% black, whatever. So ain't many of us up here, but took a job promotion, moved up, man, making it happen, trying to chase that bag, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
maybe
man, definitely, man.
Shoe, you feel me? So yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying?
So man,
go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm a T-Town, man, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, way down, you know, down in the dirty South.
Yeah, and everybody knows we cousins, you know what I'm saying? This is my first cousin, grew up together.
Yes.
Man, coached me in college, you know what I'm saying? Ended up coaching me in college. How ironic is that, you know what I'm saying? Basketball family, this and that, man. But man, talk to the people, man. I know you had a few topics you want to touch on today, man.
Yeah, man. So I know, man, you like to work out, bro. You like to get into that gym and hit that punching bag, man. So let's talk about the quarantine. What you been doing since the whole quarantine thing been going on, man?
Man, look, that quarantine to fuck my whole little rotation up, bro. I was out here. I was almost about 6-packed out. Goddamn, hit that gym. Had 2 gym memberships. Quarantine came through. Goddamn, I hit pot belly. Boy, them kegs back in now. Goddamn. I was trying to get my little home workout thing on, man, but then somehow it just fell off. You know how that shit is sometimes.
That thing different, man. It's something about being in that gym, huh?
It's something about that gym, just that freeing your mind up. And I used to go to like a boxing gym too, so
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. On top of kind of like a high performance type gym, so it's just something about being in there, bro. Releasing the day, man. If any of my listeners, probably most of them gonna be African American, they gonna be black, goddamn. So if you the only motherfucker at a job, you only black man at a job. You gotta think about that. How much frustrating, how much bite your lip type of shit you gonna go through, you know what I'm saying, every day. That gym helps to release that. It's like there. But I ain't complaining. No, at least I'm still essential, you know what I'm saying, Rev? I'm still getting it. Some people fucked up out here, Rev. What you think?
Yeah, some people, man, struggling with finances, man, trying to make it happen. You know, we're grateful, man, to be in the jobs where we can still work from home and still have the resources and income coming in. But man, we still lifting up, praying for those that can be able to get through this whole quarantine. But at the same time, you know, so, you know, even though we're in positions like that, man, we're going to seek to be entrepreneurs because, man, we want to be able to make revenue, man, not even looking to a job, really. So this quarantine time has really been a good time for people to kind of sit down, kind of just reevaluate some things.
Yeah. Hey, Rev, when you speak on that, I call it that fuck you money. You got to have that. Because it's going to come to a point where you're going to want to say, fuck everybody in this motherfucker. But you might not say it because you ain't got that fuck you money. You got your stat. When you got residual income going on outside of your job. I mean, I'm just saying, man, from what I've been told, you know what I'm saying, most millionaires, shit, they gonna have like 7 streams of income. They job, their main job may just be one. Or if you're a millionaire, you probably ain't got a regular job, you're a boss. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, so get that fuck you money. You know what I'm saying? That was before you brought Jody got there.
And the biggest thing is this, though, man. I think that most people got to understand, what you're doing with your time in this quarantine. Are you going to come out of quarantine better?
Hey,
A quarantine man ahead of the game? Or are you going to be the same person out of it, though? Think about that.
real. That's real. If you come out this motherfucking quarantine still on the same bullshit that you was on before you went in this motherfucker, you just a bullshit nigga. You know what I'm saying? You need to be in this motherfucker getting your mind right, mind, body, and soul, man. How am I gonna get to this bag? How am I gonna take that next step and elevate? And if you ain't on that, I ain't really got too many words for you, because we ain't gonna talk too much. I don't fuck with niggas who ain't trying to get better.
But check about this, though, man. How can a person psychologically, man, what do you think is the hindrance of a person? How are they kind of stuck in a mindset? But think about where we come from now. We really come from, I would say, this is one thing I say about environments. And I see it differently now than I was when I was
My
young.
bad, real. Hold up. Jesus turned water into wine. You know what I'm saying? I got to do my thing right there. Go ahead, bro. Carry on.
So think about this, though, man. Most of the time when we talk about environments and culture and us being successful, I think most of the time when we talked about this before, man, most people are always looking outside of themselves, man, to be able to make things happen. But we always talked about this, man. Everything you need to be successful in life, bro, you already got it inside you. Environment has nothing to do with how successful you can be, but it's a mentality, it's a mindset that you have, and your perception of how you see things. And you will look at your surroundings and think that you don't have anything, but everything you have, man, you walking around with it every day on the inside, though.
Yeah, it's facts, man. I mean, like, even if you know what I'm saying, I look at it like some people like, man, I've been going through something, this and that, whoop de whoop, you know what I'm saying? But, and man, you know what, man, we too worried about what everybody else think, dog.
Oh, yeah.
When I really started living, I stopped giving a fuck what everybody thought about me. You know what I'm saying? And that self, you gotta believe in yourself, bro. Like, motherfuckers ain't gonna see your vision. You know what I'm saying? They really ain't gonna see your vision. Maybe sometimes only you gonna see your vision, because everybody don't know what you got on the inside of you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Shit. And I heard some motherfuckers say, man, people are less likely to give you pretty much don't ask for a second chance. You know what I'm saying? When somebody give you permission, don't ask for a second chance. Or somebody take a chance on you, you shouldn't have to ask for a second chance. Meaning seize your opportunity. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't get a second chance, man. We black in America, nigga. So I'm black as hell in America. You know?
But think about like you said, man. We always talk about a second chance, but I think most of the time, man, I don't know where this fear thing that has come upon most people. They're afraid to fail, bro. But we are where we are is because, we don't look at failure as it stopped us from being something. It actually made us smarter, because we were the ones who took chances. What about going through your whole life and then you get to the end of your life and you never took chances? You never had an opportunity to make a mistake. You never have an opportunity to learn. That's what life is about. You growing through experiences, but most people are too afraid to take those chances.
Hey, you was just living, dog. You was just existing. You wasn't living. You know what I'm saying? Throughout your whole life, fuck all that, dog. I'm out here. So I never been a scary nigga. I ain't like, I'm gonna go get that money, man. I'd never give up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't give up. Every motherfuckers out there, man, don't give up on yourself.
Yeah.
You'll make it happen.
So let's talk about this, man. We sports played in high school, won a couple state championships. I won one. You played in college, you know what I'm saying, won a championship, man, played on the D1 level. Man, how are you making it without being able to watch sports on TV?
Man, I'm fucked up. My bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mean to say it like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, sports is a nigga whole fucking life, bro. You get so many learning experiences out of sports, out of playing sports, man. It taught me everything. It taught me how to be a man. I ain't have no pops, but playing sports and going different places, dealing with different people, it opened my mind up at an early age. I got to travel AU, you know, going to Vegas, going all over the world at an early age. And I'm from Whitfield, Alabama. Never knew about no airplane, shit like that. But I was flying, you know, 15, 16, going to different places, man. And went out the country and did different things, you know, all through basketball. I owe basketball, everything. So, but I was at the house the other day, and nigga, I'm watching the old what series that was where LeBron lost to Orlando.
Yeah, and that was 2008. I don't know what year
something like that. When he was carrying them bombs, group of bombs. It was LeBron and the bombs. Yeah, that's what he was carrying. But he hit that shot. But I'm at the house watching the game, cheering like it's a real fucking game. Like, nigga, you already know who won the game.
Man, I can't even watch it, bro. I ain't watching no basketball because I already know the outcome. I can't sit there and watch reruns because they just make me more. Man, I want to see the real live action, man. So first of all, man, shout out to Lock 3, Whitfield, Alabama. You know, you
already know. But look, before we go to Lock 3, look, please, Commissioner, please do not cancel this goddamn season. Because LeBron was about to get him a championship, and I need the King to get his goddamn ring. Because niggas hating on the King, man. They talking about this Last Dance. How about this Last Dance shit, though?
Oh, yeah, the Last Dance, man, brought back a lot of memories, you know, and I grew up in that era, man, watching the Bad Boys, watching the Bulls, watching the Celtics.
Yeah, because you're a little bit older than me, Rev. Let's point that out. He looks young, but he looks young in the motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I'm up there, man, 40 plus.
But Rev he's a little bit older. They older states, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, about the Last Dance, man. You know, that's what I really looking forward to. This is the only thing I really watch, man. You know what I'm saying? Watching Last Dance, but other than that, you know, but it was some good stuff. It's good to see the journey, man, of I think some of the younger people, man, really didn't get the opportunity to watch MJ play now. He was on that court, he was a real dude down there.
Man, look, man, this is what I say, man. And just keeping it all the way 1,000 with you, Rev. Michael Jordan was the sole person. I mean, just like a lot of people, for me loving basketball. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could fuck with MJ. Yeah. Nobody. Cause I was a young kid. I got the same birthday as Michael Jordan. So that was my claim to fame. I'm like, I supposed to go to the league. I supposed to play ball because I got the same birthday as Michael Jordan. Nigga, I supposed to be great. Yeah. So that's what I was on. But as I rolled up a little bit and started to find myself and find, you know what I'm saying, some, you know, like giving, you know, really knowing why I'm here, caring about my people and this and that. Yeah. And I started to realize Jordan, to me, he wasn't none of that. He didn't give a fuck about black people. He never spoke up for social injustices. You know what I'm saying? Did I say that right? Injustices, you know what I'm saying? But he never spoke up for that. So I couldn't respect him like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like the King, we're going to go back to LeBron. Motherfucker saying, hey, I'm a Bronsexual. Hey, man, man, I love women, but I just, you know, the man 100, man. The man is the greatest African-American hero since Barack Obama.
Man, Quinn gonna get you, man, if you say that, man. Quinn, man.
They gonna get me. I know
they gonna get you, boy.
I got to keep it real. This man you see, we just spoke up for those black kids just got killed. Yeah. He spoke up. Yeah. He spoke up, man. That was terrible, man. That made me sick in the stomach, man, to see that.
Man, think about this though. Let's talk about we social distancing, man. Let's talk about some of the social issues, bro. You know, what's going on with the thing that's going on within Atlanta, man. You know what I'm saying? With in Georgia, I guess, the kid that was just out there jogging, you know, that was gunned down, man. And my thing is that, man, life is too precious, whether it's whichever way it's happened, man. You know, I don't think that this kid his life should be ended, you know, by way of that, man. So I think that's a real big issue that we have, not only in just on black on white crimes, man, but also, man, my heart is always, I never understood the black on black crime stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You know, percentages and stuff, man. That's a lot of black on black crime that happens, man. Just talk to me about what you feel about the whole thing that happened in Georgia.
I feel you, Rev. I feel you when you say black on black crime, but the narrative has been painted as
Yeah.
if black folks don't give a fuck when black people kill black people.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true at all. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers out here who working trying to cut down the gang violence and all
Yeah.
that shit, you know what I'm saying? But they just
It's
don't
never
get a
gonna be
light.
publicized. You're right. It's
Yeah,
never gonna be
they,
publicized.
they don't get a light shine on them. So they try to
Yeah.
act like, oh, but white people kill black people, but what about black people? They kill more of each other. Nah, man, I'm just saying, bro. Historically, man, throughout this country, we have been treated fucked up. And
Yeah.
to me, I think it's fucked up for us to think that they will ever see us as anybody than anything other than less than.
Yeah.
They never, no matter how much money you get, at the end of the day, you still a nigga to them.
But you know one thing about it though, man, I think that
Straight up.
that's the mentality that we have to have as a people. You should never look for another person to see you anything. And that's a whole strong mentality that you got to have, because you know we want affirmation, we want to be accepted by people. But as a human being, if we can ever get to the point, man, that we when we look at that mirror, man, we believe in that person.
Yeah.
You know, not looking for a pat on the back for anybody. We're not looking for any race or any culture, man, to make us feel significant. We got to know that you as an individual got to know that you are significant, man.
And then from what I saw in that case, man, that shit happened 2-3 months ago. That shit been fucking happening, just hitting the fucking waves like that. Cause they were trying to bury that shit. The fucking father that killed him was a fucking attorney general or some shit like that. And he was connected down there, plugged in. You feel me? So they was trying to sweep that shit on the rug. Then the case had to get moved from 3, it's on his 3rd county, I think, because of conflict of interest. You know what I'm saying? Like he got motherfuckers in there who he know, who he buddy with, so they got to move from here. But I haven't read up on it, but from what somebody told me, the FBI came in and took that shit over now. So I kind of honestly, I posted it on my Facebook page, and the caption I said was, man, this world fucked up. And I kind of just, it's kind of like, man, 2020 been a fucked up year, man.
2020, man, everybody was saying 2020 was a year of clear vision. They to be able to see clearly, bro.
2020 been on niggas' ass.
But you know one thing about 2020? 2020 might have been a year of clear vision, that people are actually seeing what they haven't been saying and hearing what they haven't been showing us and hearing what they haven't been saying, bro.
I feel you, man. What 2020 said when that motherfucker, 2020 stood up and said, it's New York shit. I know where the fuck we at. East Coast, West Coast. Oh, y'all ain't got no love for the goddamn 2020? Oh, nigga, we about to shut all this shit down. Niggas
so man.
Kobe, hold up. Kobe died, bro. I still ain't got over that. Come on,
I know, man. They're like, I don't even know Kobe, like, but being a basketball player, it's like a fraternity, bro. Whether you play NBA, whatever. If you ever play organized basketball, I had a love for it. When you lose somebody within that realm, bro, you lose a family member. It's a fraternity when you play basketball, man.
Man, look, Kobe died, coronavirus, a little young black dude just got killed. People are suffering, you know what I'm saying? They not essential, ain't, not working and shit. So, man, this 2020 been real. I mean, I honestly, me, myself, and I haven't. And then too, like I work at a hospital, so I see, it's all our guidelines off of what the CDC says and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm always on the CDC website looking at the confirmed COVID-19 Americans or the recovered and the deaths and shit. And I think a lot of people are insensitive to that shit because they look at the deaths on that shit and they just see numbers. Like, they don't see people.
Yeah.
Those numbers are real fucking people who are fucking dying. And sometimes we don't realize that until somebody next to us die. And it impacts us in a type of way. Yeah. That's how it is with a lot of shit. With the black people getting killed, the COVID-19, all that. Motherfuckers, man, come on, man. Motherfuckers are still partying out here. They ain't stop partying. You better sit down somewhere, man, and try to get some understanding of what the fuck going on, bro.
Yeah.
Shit real out here. It's real.
Yeah, man. So, man, let me ask you this, man. So, I watch your life, man. I watch how you come a long way. Most people will call you a success story, but I don't think that anything happened by happenstance. You know what I'm saying? So, let's talk about your journey, man, and what you've learned along your way, because there's gonna be a lot of young people that you that they're gonna come down your path that you're gonna be able to mentor. So, if you could speak to the young Jeremy Law, bro, the young boy growing up, if you can speak to that little boy, what would you tell him?
Man, how much time we got? Shit, how much time we got, cuz? Man, look, man, it was so many things going on in my life with me as a young kid. I was lost, bro. I was lost, my nigga. And I mean, I can sit here and blame somebody or this and that. My mom was a good mom, but you know, my mother was the type, she let me do what I wanted to do all my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have no father but everybody ain't got no dad. You feel me?
Yeah.
But on up to the school system, I never was a dumb kid, but I was just a fucking athlete, so nobody never challenged me or made me do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like they was like really like ruining me, you know what I'm saying, throughout my life. But not to mention, you know what I'm saying, I was off the chain, bro. I was off the chain. I was with the shits. I really was, dog, and all my friends was. So, just misguided, man, and not, understanding my self-worth and things of that nature, man. And my life really changed once I looked in the mirror. I had to deprogram myself.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
I had to deprogram who I was and all the things that ever happened to me in my life.
Yes.
I stopped blaming everybody else and I started taking accountability to what happened.
That's good, man.
You feel me?
You got to do that, bro.
Yeah, facts, man. And when that happened, dog, and I deprogrammed, man, my life started to change, bro.
Yeah.
Life started to change. And you know what I'm saying? And just young, man, dumb. But luckily, God brought me through a lot of shit, man. Look, shootouts, getting shot at, going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many, just different shit, man. Just, at times I feel like I was just walking around with the devil. I'm throwing rocks at the penitentiary, man.
Yeah.
But didn't know it. Just didn't know no better, bro. So
yeah,
I'm glad I can sit here today and tell my story. A lot of times, the little youngsters now, they see me coming and they run from me. They run like a motherfucker because they know I'm a priest to them. Like, I can't help it. It's in me. My nigga, how I see I'm going to be an OG. They call me OG now. I'm like, damn, first time they call me OG. I feel like, who are you talking to? OG? Like, I'm young. No, nigga, you're not young. I was walking the other day. Nigga, I did no extracurricular activities. I did nothing at work but walked all day. I may bend down and pick something up. That was it. Nigga, I started walking. Nigga, my ankle started to fucking feel like I had rolled that bitch just by walking. I said, Lord Jesus, what's going on? I'm all getting old, dog. But man, these niggas just blessed, man. I'm blessed to be here, man. I changed my, like I said, I deprogrammed myself, man. I got in that military, man. I went in that motherfucker. I finished my bachelor's. I finished my master's. And, you know what I'm saying, came out and I was determined, came to the VA and I'm doing my thing in this motherfucker. And a lot of people wonder, like, nigga, you crazy, one of the crazy. I know, like, how the fuck, nigga, but if you sit down and have a conversation with me, you'll know why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think that's the time, a lot of time people really don't sit down, man, and have a conversation. And conversation because they always paint a picture of perception of how they are based on what you do, but they really not really got a chance to read the real you, man, because they have already labeled you on how you kind of carried yourself, but they never really sit down and had an intelligent conversation.
Yeah, it's facts, man.
So that's the problem, that sometimes we label individuals, and we don't have to give them a fair chance, man. And sometimes some of those kids get left over. But if you notice, a lot of times in life, a lot of the people who got left over or walked over are the people who are very successful, man.
Real.
I see it all the time. I see people all the time that people never thought were going to do anything. And these people are really doing great things. Yeah. And so I always epitomize it too, man, just like playing sports. You might see a kid in junior high, man, he balling. He the man. He get to high school, and then all of a sudden, he don't even make the squad. Right. And then when they shoot out, we're gonna do nothing, man. End up just growing and started just evolving. and he ended up going on doing great things. So I tell people, don't you ever kind of categorize somebody, man, based on how they start, you know, because just because you start a certain way don't mean you're going to finish that way. So I've seen a lot of people, man, who kind of evolve and they're doing great things in life, man. So shout out to all the people out there, man, who overcame all of the labels and obstacles and the things that people said they couldn't do, to be able to get through that stuff, man, and be able to be a productive citizen to society, man. So,
well, man, just to keep it real, man, a lot of our, I feel like a lot of people, I feel like I see a lot of motherfuckers getting money.
Yeah.
It feel like to me, I see a lot of my people doing well.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
Like people is really motherfuckers, black people, man. That's why I love Atlanta so much, man. I feel like Atlanta is fucking like Wakanda, dog.
Yeah.
Go to Atlanta. I remember the first time I went to Atlanta, dog, and what made me like, man, this way is it, like, to me. Because I was at the light, bro, and I don't know what the fuck I was in, but it was probably something beat up because I was broken. And some tripped out shit. Just call this probably I called the car I had back then doing the best I could do to 2007. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We call this a doing the best I can do right now, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I'm at the light in my doing the best I can do right now. I look over, I see a motherfucking a Maybach, and the motherfucker driving that motherfucker look just like me. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I can do that. This inspiration. This nigga doing it. Shit, I can do it. You feel me? And I saw so many black business owners, so many black, you know what I'm saying? Well, of course, athletes and entertainers and all that shit. But it's just the land of us, and we really get money in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And that's why I love Atlanta. That's why I fell in love with Atlanta. So
yeah, man, that's big time stuff, man. So man, old Jody, man, he in New Hampshire. You know, he away from everybody, man. Tell me about this transition, man. I mean, you go from Atlanta and you go into a place, man, you don't know nobody, bro. How was it like? How was it, man, to make that adjustment that you don't know nobody in the city, man? You just going out there on faith.
Man, look, the earth is my turf. The earth is my motherfucking turf. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I go to motherfucking Jerusalem. Drop me off in Jerusalem, Jack. Hey, guarantee next time you come back over, I'm set up shop, living love late. You feel me? That's just the confidence I got. So I ain't scared of shit. You know what I'm saying? I know me. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. And I'm smart enough to, you know what I'm saying, really make sure I can highlight my strength and try to get around somebody that my weaknesses they can help me on, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't never worried about that, dog. I came up here sight unseen. Didn't know how it looked. Didn't know. I did a job interview over the phone. They told me that what the money was, and it would took me probably about 10 years in Atlanta to get to this promotion. I'm like, and I got to be up here 2 years. Oh, that's a no-brainer. I'm gonna go get that bag and come back home. So I came up and they changed my start date. I came up this motherfucker. They changed my start date 2-3 times. So I bought a plane ticket to come up and check the place out, see if I could shop for, a place to live and shit. When they changed my start date, I ended up having the day I had a ticket to fly up, I just had to drive my car and just fucking come up. So I drive up this motherfucker, I don't know, fucking 17 hours up this bitch.
Ooh, man. You drove straight out of the way?
Yes, so I stopped right outside of Boston, I want to say. And Boston's 40 minutes from here. Yeah. I was on one. Look, Red Bulls out, now I'm on it. I'm like, I'm getting it. Every state I went through, I played a song of an artist from that state. Like, I played about 8 different songs that represented different states. But anyway, I get there, man. I rented an Airbnb for the week. Worked all that week. When I would get off, everything closed. Everything would be closing. The apartments, you couldn't go see them, and this and that. So I'm like, damn, this shit ain't working. I saw a place on a Thursday. I was supposed to be out of my Airbnb on a Friday. The lady was like, do you like it? I ain't want to tell her, like, bitch, I ain't got no choice. I got to get this motherfucker. I found it. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice little, cool little place. And you know, things up here is a little more expensive than it is down south, but you know, the move is definitely worth it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, the earth is my turf. But ain't just 3% black, 100,000, you know what I'm saying, people in the city, smaller city or whatever. Made it happen, man. It's probably about 5 white people at the VA. 5 black people at the VA, man. And I'm one of them. It's not many. When you see a black person up here, you be like, "Oh, what's up, brother? You all right?" like we family, niggas. Ain't too many of us up here. But,
man, so think about this, man. I'm thinking about you, man. You know, got Jody and the Rev, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
Most people equate faith to a person being inside a church building and doing all the so-called faith things that we do, man. But bro, faith is taking taking a step without even seeing it. The move that you made, bro, was a faith move.
Yeah, like Steve Harvey say, when you jump, you gotta jump.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So watch this, though. And watch this, man. Bro, you preached a sermon without even saying nothing.
What you mean?
When you move, bro, you were preaching. You were stepping out on faith. You was faith in action. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is a lot of time within our faith, we always talk about it, but we never, the Bible says faith without works is dead. So you made a move, bro. Most people talk about what's going to happen. See, God is in the blessing business, bro. But you could have waited 10 years,
right,
and stayed in Atlanta. And watch this. It's not even necessarily true that you actually were going to get promoted.
Nah, not at all. I'm just saying,
you know what I'm saying?
Everything worked in my favor. That's what it probably would have took me if I was
sometimes
fast-tracking.
Faith is, like I said, the Bible says this: faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So sometimes you just gotta make a faith move, man. You don't really know what's on the other side of faith. You know, really, and most of the time when you make that step, there's so many things that's over there waiting on you. But think about the people, man, who never, ever, ever get to the other side of it, you know, and never get a chance to experience all of the blessings and all of the increases and all of the things that's waiting on them, because they are fearful. They're afraid to take that step.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But most of the time when you take that faith step, man, there's so many things that's waiting on you over there, man.
Hey, what the little young kid said out the other day? I'm a big step. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been scared to take a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nigga, I love when niggas count me out.
Yeah.
I love that shit. Man, excuse me, pardon my French. You know what I'm saying? I love when niggas count me out, dog.
But you know one thing about it though, man, this is what most of the time people don't really understand, especially growing up as an athlete. If they really don't want you to do nothing, then they just don't say nothing to you. Because the moment they tell you that you can't, bro, the moment they tell you that this ain't possible, it makes something rise up on the inside of you. It's just like you playing a game and the guy say, "Word, oh, we shutting you down tonight." Oh man, you really want to play now?
Oh yeah, you really must want to
come in the game and just play the game. But since you said I couldn't, now I'm bringing a little more extra motivation to the game now, man.
Yeah, I'm about to show you what's happening. I'm finna put my foot off of your ass till I'm feeling wet at the knee. You know what I'm saying? That's what it said.
Oh man, let's talk about. So you decided to do a podcast, man. What kind of pricked your heart, man, to do a podcast, man?
Man, we need to get this shit out, man. You know why I said that, man? Because it's like, bro, I should have did. Me and Shawty 140 should have been doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. R.I.P. man. Shawty 140, man.
Legend, man. The legend, man. The legend, dog. The shit me and this clown used to talk, man. Good God Almighty, that shit. The world needed to hear this shit, dog. They got a glimpse of it, but man, you know what happened, man? Well, used to come over to my mom's house. He'll wake me up. Just come over there, knocking on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Wake me up. Wake your ass up, nigga. Turn that microphone on. And I turn that mic on, and he'd go crazy. He'd go crazy talking that talk, dog. Say he had he had 10 motherfuckers on his list that he was gonna murder in Whitfield, and he talk all the wildest shit you ever want to hear, but it'd be funny as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And my computer messed up, and I went to take my hard drive. Don't laugh at me. I went to take my hard drive to somebody to get it fixed. Well, my computer was so fucking old that the fan on the computer looked like a fucking hard drive. I'm not kidding you. Y'all probably saying, like, how could you mistake this? Honestly, I looked at it and I'm like, okay, this is the hard drive. I know computers. I deal with them all the time. I don't fucking know, dog. And I got the fan out, and what I thought was the fan was the hard drive. I grabbed it up, and they was having a fire outside, and I threw the shit in the fire. I threw it in the fucking fire. So when I get to Atlanta, and I'm trying to get the dude to fix the fucking, what I think it is a hard drive, he's like, man, this is a fucking fan. But it had a thing on there where you could, like you about to open it, and like where you could put a CD in and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was confused. I fucked me up. I said, oh man, all this good footage, like old music and shit, Bud talking shit, man. Cause you know, Bud had a couple of CDs out, like little skits and shit I had put out on him one time.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, I used to always tell him, I said, man, I'm gonna make you famous, dog. I said, I'm gonna make you famous. You know what I'm saying? He was like, but see, the thing about Bug was I couldn't get him to stay around me long enough because if anybody know Bug, he ain't gonna stay in one spot for too long. He fucking gone. And then plus, I knew how to piss him off. But pissing him off would bring the best out of him. But if you piss him off, he getting the fuck out from me. He like, fuck you, motherfucker, I'm gone. I said, man, if you stay around, I try to get him to come move to Atlanta with me, man. Come down to Atlanta, man. Stay at the crib. He'd come, he wouldn't stay long, and then I'm like, man, we gotta make some skits and this and that.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, tell him, make you famous. But when that video where he pulled that scrap out on me, I orchestrated that whole thing.
Yeah.
So it wasn't by mistake that happened. Like I set it up to make him do that. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to pull that shit up. I ain't gonna lie, man. I got a talent of, I know how to get on motherfuckers' nerves. People close to me know me. They know I talk hella shit. I don't mean no harm. I'm like, shit, I don't mean no harm. But I'm a shit talker. And that's what I do. I know how to shit talk. So when, but he told me before he died, though, he said, man, your motherfucker told me you was going to make me famous, dog. He did. He was so happy, bro. He signed a little contract for his little video. They talking about they going to use it on different little TV shows, license it out. He just happy, dog. He happy.
Wow, man.
And my nigga get killed, and then he got killed.
Yeah.
I said, Bub, look, I told him, I said, bro, we could have got a couple little $30,000, little $20,000 walkthroughs. You know, I'm gonna have him walk through the club. You feel me? Get some of that walkthrough money. You feature on the flyer. You know what I'm saying? Go in there. You got to stay in the club by 30 minutes. Drink. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But nah, man, I love that nigga to death, man. That's my dog.
Well, all right, man. This is our first one, man. We're excited about doing it, man.
Let's say this on the first one.
Okay.
All the views of Jody is by Jody alone. It ain't got nothing to do with the real. Cause I'm gonna think some shit on this motherfucker that's gonna piss a few people off. But hey, that's how I feel. It ain't got nothing to do with the real. So if you don't like what I say, come holler at me. And you know what I'm talking about? But I'm gonna keep it man. So it is what it is.
All right, man. So, Jody might even give you guys a little snippet of Shorty 140 at the end of this thing. Let y'all boys just see who he's talking about, Shorty 140. So he might even integrate this, man, within this and let you guys kind of see Shorty 140 in action.
About to say, is that a word real? That nigga said Okay, I'm thinking merge, edit.
Merge it, man. Edit it up, man. So get a chance to experience Shorty
integrate
what he was and what he really represented. Yeah.
Real said integrate.
Integrated, man.
Hey, Rev. Hey, look, before we go, man, you don't be in the pulpit putting holy water on niggas' head and pushing them, making them fall do it. They say you.
No,
They
man.
said one son of you pushing that dude, pushing their head. He didn't want to fall. You kept there. You believe? He said, "Do you believe, brother?" He said, "Brother, do you believe?" Said dude said, "Motherfucker, I believe you trying to kill me, goddamn."
No, man, I don't get into all that, man. I think, you know,
with you, man.
yeah, man, definitely, bro.
Everybody know you highly respected, bro. You already know it, man. You one of our leaders, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You come to lead, not where we from.
Definitely, man. So I'm looking forward to the people, man, that's going to connect and get connected to the podcast, man. I think it's going to be some people we're going to bring on and let them connect with, and you know, it's all love and you know.
I got some people that we're gonna bring on that motherfuckers really want to hear from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That from where we from, and just, you know, because don't nobody really know but the motherfuckers where we from.
Yeah.
But shit, some people where we from really want to hear some of the people that I'm gonna get to come on and shit and tell their story and talk that cash money with us. So
Yeah, definitely, man.
Hey, to the next time, real. We signing out, baby.
All right, man. Signing out, baby.
Lock 3 for life. You already know.
Lock 3, baby.
Yes, sir.
All right.